Hello, my name is Larry Turkle, and today I would like to take the opportunity to introduce you to your own brain. This is the first of two videos in which I'd like to, with the help of my friend Albert here, explain the parts of the brain and how that meditation provides the benefits and has the impact that it has on our brains. So we'll take off his skin and rip open his skull here and take out his brain. Now, the first thing I want you to notice is that our brain here has three different colors, and I did not paint this. This is a standard model. The three colors represent the three parts of our brain, actually sometimes considered our three brains. The first brain, the green at the top of the brain stem, sometimes called the brain stem or the hindbrain, is also called the reptilian brain, technically called the cerebellum. This is where the body maintains all of its basic functions. Digestion, elimination, all monitored by this brain, keeps the body functioning whether you're asleep or awake, humming along. Now, I need to dig out of the center here, the pink brain. This is called the midbrain, or the mammalian brain. So it evolved after the reptilian brain, and this is the center of our emotions and memory. This is our emotional brain. Consists of a number of parts. These egg-shaped organs are called the thalamus. The thalamus is, I like to call it, the control tower of the senses. So this is where what we see and hear and smell and taste come in, and from the thalamus they are sent to the various parts of the brain that need that input to process them. So immediately upon sensing our environment, receiving an experience, just under the thalamus, I know they're very small on this model, are two little claw-shaped structures. These are called the amygdala. The amygdala immediately attaches a judgment, an interpretation to the senses as they come in. An emotion like fear or pleasure. So if a saber-toothed tiger appears, the amygdala immediately notes fear. If it's a pleasant music experience, the amygdala will generate a message of pleasure. But behind the amygdala and below the thalamus is something called the hippocampus. This is where memories are created. So now understand the process. Senses come in, the amygdala attaches emotion, the hippocampus sets up the memory. Memory is stronger with strong emotion. Emotion is what fuels memory. If you don't care about something, you don't remember it very long. This is why we have the saying that we remember people we cry with longer than people we laugh with, because sadness is a stronger emotion. So the emotional brain, to understand one of the differences between this and our reptilian brain that we have in common, for example, with Gila monsters, is that if you are born to one of those reptiles, you better hit the ground running, because your mother just sees you as food. This is the brain we share, however, with your dog. Your dog learns in this brain what it likes and what it doesn't like. You give it a treat for proper behavior. It doesn't quite understand it, but it puts the two together. This brain, very powerful from a survival standpoint. It remembers what happened to our neighbor when he put his finger in fire. It remembers your experience of putting your finger in fire. this brain is important for our survival. But then comes our crowning achievement, sometimes called the human brain, our cortex. This is the most sophisticated electrochemical information processing unit on the planet. 100 billion neurons, each capable of 10,000 connections to each and every other one of them. A dynamic, changing, learning environment, making new connections every moment of your life. It's about the size of a baby blanket, about the thickness of a piece of cardboard, folded and stuffed into our skull. The cortex is our gift. The cortex processes information. The midbrain remembers, attaches emotion to our senses, and fuels our memory. The hindbrain keeping everything functioning. Maintenance, emotion, information. Incredible tool. We'll talk about what that means in our next video.